Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning into the AFV factory. So the Centurion Action X has reached a stage where it needs another video, and this will be probably be the last one before it's completed. So I've had quite a bit done since the last time I posted a video. The underside and the tracks and wheels and all that are now weathered and they're finished basically. Tracks worked really well. The model bow ray replacement tracks that I used, the kit tracks were good. There's nothing wrong with them, but I got sent those to try, so I thought I'd put it on this Centurion. And yeah, so I mainly use pigments for sort of weathering or dirt build-ups, that type of thing. So I weathered this one, or the lower part of it, the lower hole, with MIG pigments, this dark earth, which was quite a good colour, as this was going to be a late autumn early winter vehicle. And I also used AK winter streaking grime for the colour underneath. As you can see, it's slightly green, and it works well. So I was pleased with how that turned out. Happy with the tracks, they turned out really well as well. And so yeah, so I've got it buttoned up, ready now for weathering. There's a few bits more to go on, the exhausts, which I'm still doing a bit of paint work on. The tools have got to go on, the tow cable has to go on, the commander's 30 cal Browning machine gun needs to go on. So there's a few little bits, but it's not a lot, and so I thought this would be a good place to do a video. And as I said, the next one should be in its completed stage. One thing that I did do is this barrel, which I've done this burlap camouflage on. Something I've not done before, and but it was something I sort of had in the back of my mind as that I wanted to try, and this vehicle was the perfect vehicle and vintage to have that done. So that worked well. I just used this type of netting that you can buy from model shops online, or I know people also use bandages. As long as you can tease the material apart, it works well as well. So, and it's a lot cheaper if you can get the right bandages. Yeah, so I did that, and then I used 2mm Tamiya tape stuff here, and tore off bits at different lengths, stuck them all over randomly, different angles, etc. I then laid another thin layer of the netting along the top of the barrel, so that it looks like these bits of material are woven into the netting, which is what it does look like. That is how it works. So rather than just having them stuck along the top, it wouldn't really look 100%. So yeah, also, as you can see, I've put the side armour on, the side skirts. I wasn't sure right up until today, really, whether I was going to put them on or not, because I didn't want to cover up a lot of the work that I'd done on the wheels and tracks. But in the end, I decided I would, and I'm pleased now that I did. It does, it does look the part. So yeah, so I'm pleased that I put on that. I've lost a bit of weathering for people to look at, but at the end of the day, we all do bits and pieces that only we know is there, so I don't think that's the end of the world. So yeah, it's coming together nicely, and I've sort of really enjoyed it. It's a type of tank that normally I would have no interest in, to be honest. But yeah, it's really sort of made me think about building some of the other ones, whether it's Amusing Hobbies, other Centurion kits, or other people's. It's an interesting tank. Obviously, it was a big sort of a breakthrough, and the best tank that Britain had certainly built, one of the best tanks of the Cold War or post Second World War era. It did very well for sales abroad, etc. So yes, it's and it's an interesting tank. I've enjoyed building it. So I'm gonna do the weathering on top, obviously not as harsh as the lower, but you know, as I go up the tank, the weathering effect will lessen and lessen. Yeah, so I won't ramble on for hours about this. As you can see, the headway that I've made, and it's been a pretty quick tank to build, fairly low parts count again. It's gone together nicely. So yeah, I will leave it there. As I say, it's just a quick catch up, and I'll crack on with the weathering, and then I will catch up with you all again soon.